Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to this new course, which is Agentic AI Risk and Security Masterclass, learning how to secure AI agents from beginner to mastery. My name is Taimur Ijlal, and I'm your instructor for this course. Now, AI has evolved between, Gen AI models to highly autonomous agents known as Agentic AI. These AI-driven agents, they can understand their environment, they can make decisions and execute actions without the need of any human being or any human oversight, unlike traditional AI, which has typically helped you to generate content or make analysis and recommendations. Agentic AI is designed to act independently and dynamically, so it can adapt in real time to changing conditions, which is amazing. Like, it's a gigantic leap forward for AI. But this level of autonomy also creates new types of risks in cybersecurity, and it completely changes the dynamic, the threat landscape. And these risks go beyond traditional AI risks like data poisoning, model poisoning, adversarial attacks, because agentic AI can operate autonomously, like we said, and it can interact with other AI agents. Securing these sort of systems is a new type of challenge. So this is the reason for this course. In this course, we're going to explore the unique challenges of securing agentic AI and the new types of attacks and how you can go about identifying these risks and securing them. So, what are you going to learn in this course? You're going to learn about the agentic AI landscape, what it is, what is agentic AI, what do you have to do, what are the new types of threats and risks it's introducing, what is the difference between generative AI and agentic AI, which is quite important if you want to understand the leaps which are happening when it comes to AI. What are the use cases? Like, what are the positive ways in which you can use agentic AI? What are the risks, of course? How do you threat model agentic AI? Because agentic AI, you cannot just threat model it like any other application. And of course, securing agentic AI, like what are the controls? What are the mitigations that you can put to secure this new type of AI which has come about? Okay, who is this course for? Whom did I make this course for? Now, this course is for, first of all, of course, cybersecurity professionals. This is courses for you. If you're a security architect, if you're at the C level, you're a CISO, you're a CTO, you're a chief risk officer, you're a GRC professional, governance, risk, and compliance. Maybe you're a data scientist or a software developer who's interested in creating agentic AI, or maybe you are an AI and machine learning engineer. Honestly speaking, the topics and the concepts I'm going to be covering in this course, they apply to pretty much any person who is interested in learning how the world is changing, how the AI world is changing. And what are the prerequisites for this course? Not much. You need to have a basic knowledge of AI, basic knowledge of cybersecurity, a desire to learn. Of course, you do not need to have a deep knowledge of AI agents, because I'm going to teach you from scratch. I'm going to assume that you do not know what agentic AI is, what AI agents are, and then build up your understanding so you have a good foundation before we deep dive into the security level. So, first of all, like, who am I? Why are you listening to me? A quick introduction about myself and who am I and why you should be listening to me. My name, like I said, is Taimurish Lal. I'm a multi-award winning cybersecurity professional. Sorry, that picture is from a while back when I was much younger and I had more hair. But I am a speaker and an instructor. I have been in cybersecurity for the past 20 plus years. I'm also a cybersecurity career coach. I have a small YouTube channel called The Cloud Security Guy, where I publish weekly on things about cloud security, AI, and general cybersecurity career advice. I'm also a best-selling author and course creator. I have like around 11 plus books on Amazon around things like cybersecurity, cloud security. So just to show you that I do know a little bit about the topics of AI and cybersecurity, because I've been in this industry for over 2 decades now. I have a newsletter also. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. Always happy to hear from people and find out, get some feedback. So why should you care about your agentic AI? Like, why are you taking time out to learn about agentic AI? So, like I said, agentic AI is the next evolution of AI. Now, AI is evolving beyond simple prompting, like you do with generative AI, right? You prompt it, you get some response back, then you prompt it some more, get some prompts back. We are now entering the age of agentic AI, which is a gigantic leap forward. So instead of generating text or prompts or image and analyzing stuff, agentic AI takes independent actions. Like I said, it learns from its environment, and it's not just about answering questions. It's about executing complex workflows, automating decisions, and working towards long term goals, complex long term goals without any or very little human input. And the reason this shift is so important is because agentic AI transforms AI from like a passive tool to an autonomous problem solver. Think about how generative AI changed the world, right? When it came out in late 2022, when ChatGPT came out, how it revolutionized creativity, content production. I can assure you, Agentic AI is going to have an even bigger impact by enabling AI driven assistants, automation systems, business intelligence robots. All of these things are going to come out and have a massive, massive impact, right? And this means that AI will no longer be responsible, will no longer be dependent on human beings to guide it. It will be orchestrating multiple steps. And this transition is very, very important because businesses are looking to automate, cut cost, and that's why they're going to be looking at agentic AI very, very importantly. And agentic AI has very, very deep implications for cybersecurity, as we are going to see. So this is just to give you a brief overview of why agentic AI is such a big deal. I found this to be very funny. That's why I put it. So this is what unfortunately a lot of people think about when they think about agentic AI, that it's going to be robots taking over the people. These ads were run by a company, and honestly speaking, I don't agree. These ads were deliberately designed to like agitate people, make them angry, because they wanted to get that publicity. But this is what a lot of people think about when they think about agentic AI, that it's going to be robots taking over completely and completely replacing them. No, but tasks will get replaced a lot by agentic AI. It is going to have a massive game changing impact. So I want you to understand fully, have that mindset about what agentic AI is. It is a game changer. Like I said, we are moving away from tasks. We are simply prompting agentic AI. We are moving, we're moving away from prompts, and we are moving towards tasks. Okay, and we are giving proper autonomy to agentic AI. Like it's going to be doing stuff by itself, end to end automation. So we're talking about AI workers, even AI teams of workers. So multi-agentic frameworks, which you're gonna see shortly, where in the future lessons, right? But at the same time, it is a game changer for cybersecurity in a negative way. Also, it is a significant leap forward. New types of threats are coming out. New types of attacks are coming out. It is going to amplify existing threats, amplify existing risks. Why? All of it because of the simple thing of autonomy. Because it is going to be doing things by itself with very little human oversight. This also introduces a new type of attack, right? Previously, you could train human beings, you could give them awareness, give them training, but now we're talking about agentic AI. How do you control their decisions? Who is accountable for the decisions that agentic AI makes? It is the developer. Is it the company? Who is responsible, right? So the attack surface is expanded greatly. And lastly, which is the most dangerous thing, and which is the reason why I'm making this course. Many companies and like cybersecurity teams are completely unaware of the security and compliance implications of agentic AI. Companies often they want to implement new stuff and cut costs without understanding what are the new types of threats they might be getting themselves introduced to. So that's why it's so important to have things like this course and upskill yourself when it comes to agentic AI. What are the challenges which are come? So one of the biggest challenges is the overall lack of awareness around these unique security risks, right? Even a lot of companies, the cybersecurity professionals, the risk professionals, they are not understanding just how different agentic AI is. There is a lack of best practice frameworks also. Unlike traditional cybersecurity, which has well established and mature frameworks like NIST, ISO 27001 CIS, there is no widely adopted security standard for agentic AI. You know, existing security guidelines are there, like the NIST AI Risk Management Framework, the EU AI Act. They give you some direction, but they do not fully address things like autonomy, decision making processes, or the cross layer interactions of agentic AI, which we're going to talk about. But this lack of a standardized framework makes it very, very difficult for companies to implement these tools. And of course, there is also a focus on security tooling, too much focus. Many security teams feel that they can just deploy more security tools and get themselves protected against agentic AI. But this is a flawed approach. Tools will not design to monitor and control autonomous AI. Instead, you need a combination of governance, AI model integrity, threat modeling to be very effective. And like I said, a big problem is agentic AI security strategy are either too high level. What does that mean? Companies adopt broad, like vague security policies on AI ethics, governance without addressing the technical security controls, or they're too low level. So they are only focusing on the security tooling and threat detection without looking at the overall grain, like governance framework, threat modeling. So this is where the problem comes in. And this is the whole point of this course, to give you a proper balanced approach, to equip you, to armor you for this new environment. So, like I said, we are now past the hype phase of agentic AI, and entering practical applications. The world is changing, right? Securing agentic AI requires a new mindset, a new like dedicated security framework, and a shift from your traditional approaches. So companies must invest in these sort of approaches, and you are doing a great thing by investing in this. So one thing before we like end the introduction, any knowledge that I give you, it will be lost unless you apply it. So for the project, I'm going to give you a project about doing a threat model for an agentic AI application. And I want you to focus on that as we end this course. Because if you do not apply this information, you're simply going to be hearing me talk for a few hours and then forget everything. So please do not do that. So we are at the end of the introduction. I hope I've motivated you now to learn about agentic AI and the unique security risks it's posing. Thank you very much. And I'll now see you in the very first lesson of this course.